Hey, what's up guys, Duck here, and today I'm bringing you my Week 2 battle for the KRASH. This time I was up against Brett, and you see the teams on screen now. I had Arcanine, Latios, Clefable, Greninja, Rotom, and Cobalion versus Tangrowth, Thundurus Therian, Conkeldurr, Metagross, Excelgor, and Mega Altaria. So I did a couple mocks before this battle, and it looked like Rotom was really going to put in work here, as well as Megaladios just having some good hard-hitting attacks and some good coverage to hit everything on the team. So that was my game plan going in, pivot around with Rotom, and then eventually go for Latios to kind of clean things up, as well as having like Clefable and Arcanine to kind of sponge hits, and Cobalion had a Z move to kind of break a hole in something, and Greninja as well, just good fast mon to kind of clean stuff up. So let's jump into the battle. And I lead off with Rotom because, like I said, it has a pretty good matchup against just about everything. If this Conkeldurr has knockoff, it's forced to show it here. So I just go in with Rotom, and I figure if this thing is Guts, it's a really big threat to my team. So I just want to go ahead and get the poison off right away. That doesn't work out for me, though, because I take a knockoff and die as he just dodges Toxic. I figured there was a pretty good chance my Rotom was dying that turn regardless. But this Conkeldurr was such a huge threat to me that I just wanted to get off a poison before it could get off its Flame Orb. And there was no other way to do that without sacrificing the Rotom. I know I said that the Rotom, looked really good in this matchup, but I have other options to deal with all of his Mons, so I felt okay making that trade. Obviously, it didn't work out for me, but it's, by no means losing me the game. So we got into Latios because Psychic kills pretty much every conk, but, he switches out to Excelgor, takes a lot of damage, and then that's pretty free for me to go into my Arcanine, get off the Flamethrower to kill this thing. That's really good, because that's a mon that outspeeds my Latios, so I don't have to worry about that late game. He got the Acid Spray off, so I can't stay in against this Thundurus, otherwise I normally would be able to. So I just go out into my Clefable instead. My Clefable has a lot of special defense investment, so it's able to take hits from this thing pretty well. Thunderbolt only doing about 40%. Now, I was calcing for a long time against this Thundurus because if he was some really weird, wonky set, a Sludge Wave, a high roll Sludge Wave could have theoretically knocked me out. So I have to go for the Protect here, which I really didn't want to because I was fearing a nasty plot. But luckily, he just goes for the Thunderbolt again, making me think he's some kind of choice set. But like I said, he's not a threat to me anymore, so I can just get off a Wish. Metagross comes out, and I have a couple answers to this. The safe one is just Arcanine, so I go out into that. He Ice Punches, but it doesn't really matter. No attack he could have gone for would have really mattered because of the Wish I was passing. So I just go for a Wisp to kind of neutralize the Metagross, but he goes into the Altaria instead, which was actually a pretty good play because the Altaria can just natural cure out as it switches. Cobalion. Okay, so this was a really bad turn for my opponent here. He goes Tangrowth as I go Cobalion, and he clicks Knockoff as I get up my rocks. So this puts me in a fantastic position because I get my rocks up for late game, and I get an attack boost. So I am free to just click my Z move and do a ton to this Tangrowth, which allows me to 2-hit KO it with close combat. So that went really well for me. But that allows him to get into his Conk, which Mach Punch will knock me out. So I was really debating making an aggressive play here and going into the Latios because he pretty much had to Mach Punch there. He had no other good play, but I was a bit scared. I didn't pull the trigger, so I went into Arcanine. Latios could have really made some, really could have done some good things for me here. But, so he goes for the Mach Punch. I take a good deal because he crits me. But it doesn't really matter. I'm free to just get off my Morning Sun as he goes into Altaria. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, Altaria is no big deal. Earthquake can't KO me from the percent I'm at, and I can just click Will-O-Wisp and kind of neutralize this thing, because it's already revealed to be a No, it hasn't actually revealed anything yet, but he does reveal to be a physical set when he goes for the Dragon Dance on the Wisp dodge. And this is really bad for me, because I'm Magic Guard Clefable instead of Unaware. So this thing setting up really kind of fucks me over. It wouldn't have fucked me over had he not dodged the Wisp, but you know, it's Pokemon, stuff happens. So he gets up the Dragon Dance, and I'm in a really, really bad spot. So at this point, I just have to go into my Clefable, and I think if he calced earlier, my spread, he could have just won the game outright here, because I don't think I took a return from a +1 Mega Altaria, because like I said, I was heavily special defense invested. But he goes for the Dragon Dance instead of just attacking me, so I just get off a Toxic, which, yeah, really good for me. And then, I figured the Dragon Dance was coming out on this turn, but I had to get off that Protect in case it wasn't. I just need to stall out another turn. One other turn guaranteed that this thing wouldn't sweep me. But, I go for the Double Protect on the off chance I get it, but I don't. So now he's just out of range of the next turn of Toxic damage. So my Greninja comes out, Water Shurikens. I think if I got 5 hits, it could have saved me some differential, but Greninja just has to go down. So at this point, this Altaria has kind of destroyed my team. So I'm pretty much just forced to go out into Mega Latios and hope none of his mons are Choice Scarfed. So he goes into Conk, and I'm free to just click Psychic. He goes into Metagross here, but I don't really need to make any predictions here. Nothing he can really do to me can kill me from full. And he has the Cassid Berry, which I think is kind of interesting, because I still 2-hit KO him, so it kind of didn't help him at all. So I get 2 Shadow Balls off, kill this thing. Low on health, but I do outspeed both the mons, hopefully. Like I said, I'm really hoping that Thundurus isn't Scarfed. So I kill the Conk, and then Thundurus comes out, Moment of Truth, I go first, and I secure the game. So this one was really close, thanks to that miss on the Will-O-Wisp. I feel like I would have solidly had the game, even with sacking my Rotom turn 1. But, yeah, it was a close game, but luckily I was able to pull it out. And you can see in the chat, I'm like, oh, thank God. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon with Week 3. Peace out.